Hello everybody, and welcome back to the small holding series. That says Barley already. What have I just planted in the last episode? So the planting is going incredibly well. February, and I've just had a quick sandwich for lunch at 1:30. I'm ready to go again. If I can just remember what I'd done. That's barley. Ooh, that's why then. Can't remember what I'd done. I recorded the last episode literally yesterday. 24 hours and I've forgotten. Afternoon. So this will be wheat. It's not winter wheat, just wheat. Oh, bugger. I always do that. There we go. Wheat. Now this should be much easier to see. In fact, let's just have a quick check. 100% fertilised, and that will have a bit of weeding to be done from the look of it. That's the button. So I'm going to get the wheat in here and over on the other field. Easy to see where we've been now because we've got a slurry on top. I mean, there's the odd bits we'll have to pay attention to. So then once we've got them in, that's all of those crops. We've still got the oats put in, which I'm thinking we can do in March. Should be okay to get that done in March. Have we got any work that needs to be done? I mean, the oat field will be the big field. This doesn't need anything. That's really weird that it doesn't need plough. Or is it... I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Maybe it's at the start of... At the start of a certain time of year. Maybe spring. Stuff will grow. And then it will need ploughing. I'm sure it needs ploughing. Oh, did I already do it maybe? That is entirely possible. When are the grapes best for selling again? May. There'll be some much appreciated money in the coffers at that point. So this will be quite good because we'll have nearly all of this sorted. Hey up. What's going on? I'm stuck. Maybe I should square that end off to give myself a bit more turning room. But I think after the last episode, doing the field and then rolling broke up the monotony of it a bit, so I think I'm going to stick with that system. I mean, I say monotony, it is going up and down in a straight line, but it feels a little bit different, if that makes sense. Obviously the next field is a bit of a different shape, and we've only ever had the alfalfa in there before, so and I have landscaped around to give us a bit more of a headland, so it's not as it's a little bit more opened up for where we're going to be harvesting in, which to me was a good idea. I think we should just take a couple of runs there. It might grow less uniform than the other ones, but I don't think that'll matter too much. I'll tell you what, we're not that far off being halfway through here, are we? Next pass down, I'd say we're halfway. Or over the halfway threshold. And then March, oat, yeah, we can do that in March. And then that's all done and ready for, that might actually leave us with not much to do for spring. There's a consideration to make. I mean, we'll have grass to cut. We will be making hay. And obviously tending to the animals. Still got a little bit more wheat left. This end's gonna, when this grows, this is going to be quite messy at this end, but I've not really got much choice. Definitely over the halfway point, aren't we? We'll check the sails. No, we can. Nothing vintage for us there. I sort of think later on in the year we may I'm just trying to work out how long we've got before Miracle is of an age. I was talking to the owner of the other stables that will be taking Hacker at a later date, and she's quite happy to have her as soon as possible, but I said we'll just wait on for a little bit. I'm not ready to let her go just yet. Although I suppose if you say 6 months, you may as well keep her for the rest of the year, if gestation period is a year. That is another consideration, isn't it? something to think about. We've gone through 17% of seeds on here, which is not a lot in relation to seeds. It's 50 litres of seeds, but I'm glad we've topped this up before we started. Almost looks like you could plant just there. I don't want to. I don't think rolling should take too long. February, when's it going to get dark? 5, 6 is my estimation. Certainly should, well, we'll definitely get this field done. And I think we'll get the seeding done in daylight on both fields, but will we get rolling done? Might be a bit tight. I had a feeling that part of this field seemed wider on a section. But this would suggest it's not.
Let's have a look, see if you have
No, it's going fairly well. Lovely. Right. Down to the bottom and on with the roller. I think that should be enough to do the other field as well. Should be enough seeds in there. I should readjust myself. That's better. That's more comfortable. Right, I shall carry on with this and come back to you as I'm finishing it for a little progress update. Okay, I decided to start with opposite sides, work my way back towards the middle. And I think I can see a difference. It looks a bit neat, but I have a sneaking suspicion there may be bits missed. I know, one up, one down maybe. Yeah, it looks a bit more, there's a slight yellowing of the distance ahead. Oh, we're looking alright actually. Not three bad. And then We're on to field number 2. What time are we at? Coming up to 3 o'clock. Reasonable skyline now, isn't there? Let's just make sure we've got a straight run down. Yes, we have. Beautiful. And that's the easy one. That's just a straight up and down, no faffing needed. Now I don't think we've got slurry on this next field. I hope we have, but I don't think we have. A bit of a slow up on that hill bit there, but that's to be expected. Oh, drag that with me. That'd be quite handy. Should I go straight through the middle and then work my way to the outside? Because part of me's thinking that would be a better idea. Let's just have a double check. Fertilised and ready. I like your shoes, mate. There's no need to be like that. Rude, that's what that was. Let's start with this bit. That looks quite wide actually. Oops. Got to try and keep it as straight as possible. That seems quite wide, doesn't it? No, but it's just because I've done the rolling, and the rolling's a little bit thinner maybe, and I do like to slightly overlap myself when I'm rolling, which will make it a little bit longer. But 3 o'clock start. Shall we play some music and see just how quickly we can get this done? I think we should. Although this looks like it's going to be done really quick. I mean, it's a lot bigger. Maybe it's not as big as. It's about the same size, you know. Maybe it's even a little bit smaller. We'll find out when it comes to harvest time, won't we? But that's. In my head, it was a much bigger field. .71. Maybe they are sort of very close to being the same size. Have I just missed a bit? No, apparently. See, that's another argument for not getting powered machines. Is this literally would be, if you had a broadcast CD, you'd be covering everywhere, wouldn't you? But I'd say we're about maybe over the halfway point now for this field. Might be getting an early clock off at this stage. Yeah, I think I've misjudged it. Tell you what, well, I should have took a note of how many litres of seed we'd got left. It was about 230 something. Right, that's as accurate as I think we can be going there. It looks like it's going fairly straight-ish. Okay, I have to keep going with this line now. Oh, that always seems, I suppose if you get a slight undulation it's going to slightly put you off course, isn't it? Have we had any honey to sell yet? Oh, I don't think we have. They've definitely nerfed honey in 25. Used to be an absolute, well, liquid gold. Used to be brilliant, didn't it? Now you're getting a pallet every couple of years that sells for about 1800, 2 grand if you're lucky. And it costs you 30 grand to put the Langstroths in. Talk about cost of living crisis. What osses? Right, let's try and get a nice neat run this time. Yeah, it's the undulations, slightly puts you off course. Which is accurate really, isn't it? I mean, that's how it should be. Yeah, this isn't going to take very long. Might as well keep going to the end of this and then I'll put on a bit of a speed up for the rolling of it. and we'll all enjoy some pleasing music that doesn't require any licensing. Going to be nice. Soon enough we're going to have fields of gold. I can't believe this has took half an hour. I completely misjudged the size of it, haven't I? Let's do the outside edge and then just finish up on that downward bit. Just to keep it neat and tidy. Yes, this is a lot quicker than I was expecting. Bit strange with that fence not there for me, that. Well, that was me worried about having to top up the seeds. I probably could have carried on, done the whole farm in 300 litres of seed. It probably explains why the yields aren't massive. But hey, that is the way it goes, isn't it? Did we find out if we could sell pig food? Let's bring this up. I can't quite remember. I think we can sell pig food. It's just that we're not necessarily making enough. Clear that up at the end. I don't think we're making enough to have that much of a surplus, as we'll be going up in pigs as we move forward, although we do need to look at the sizings on that. Now my question, I might do the same again, just yeah. Set that right hand side out first. Now this is difficult to see, and for that reason, for this I shall put some music on and speed it up. that seems to be going okay now. It started off a little bit strange with some rather thin lines being rolled, but now it seems to be nice and chunky. It's actually taken about double the time, really, isn't it? Should be done by R4, but that's still a sterling. But we 3 hours. We've got 2 fields seeded and rolled. I'm certainly not going to be complaining at those numbers. I'll be very happy with that. A little bit annoyed that this field isn't as big as I thought it was, but I mean, it's fine now because it's a cereal crop. We've got 2 lots of cereal crop going in, so we're going to be beholden to the lowest of the cereal crops for the feed. But because we've got not 2 cereal crops, but we've got 2 crops that we can feed the chickens, so we should be good for the coming year, I think. There we go, that's a bit interesting there. Or is it that bit? Might be that bit. If I attempt to just do the edge now. Hopefully just doing the edge will be a bit of a sort of catch-all. And when we get down the bottom now, it'll just give us a beautiful dark blue rolled state. Rolled and fully fertilised, ready to go. Loads of work done in February, really, considering the time of year. That's really pleasing. Yeah, cracking. That grass field is already rolled, isn't it? That should actually start to look as though it's germinating next. I'm not doing any damage by going up, that's fine. I want to try and keep the straight lines on though. Not that I think it makes any difference, rolled is rolled, but oh, I've still got it turned on. Beautiful. Right, we don't need to pack these away because we've got 1 field left. So we can probably just run these round and be ready for the next episode, where we shall complete the trilogy of cereals prep. So on that note, I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, do feel free to subscribe. And if you've got any comments or suggestions, any ideas going forward, just to stop my confusion, I'm going to change this to oat, because I won't get onto that until tomorrow. But if you've got any comments or suggestions, then do feel free to pop them wherever the comments are upon your device. until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye for now. And sit out in the February sun and have myself a glass of vino. Bye bye.